This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Well, good afternoon, and welcome to Highclimber Field on the campus of Shelton High School. As Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, continues broadcasting high school spring sports. Today, it's South Sound Conference Baseball regular season finale with the Shelton Highclimbers hosting the Capital Cougars. My name is Diedrich Allen, and you are watching the Maple Glen Senior Living pregame show. Today is also Senior Recognition Day. We'll get into that shortly. Highclimbers come into the game with a 12-7 overall record, 6-7 in the SSC. Shelton is currently tied with Yelm for fourth place. Cougars sit at the top of the conference at 10-3, 12-6 overall. The teams played Friday with Capital taking the win 5-4 in 8 innings on a walk-off sacrifice fly by Zach Robbins. As we look at the playoff picture, both teams are in the West Central District 3, Southwest District 4 tournament that begins Saturday. So now it comes down to seeding. The Cougars need the win to maintain their number 1 seed, hold off Central Kitsap, and win the SSC. A win by the Climbers would likely lock them in as the number 4 seed and complicate things for Capital if CK beats Yelm today. Gig Harbor is also in the mix as they currently are tied with Central Kitsap for second place. The Tides play today at the only team not in the playoffs, North Thurston. If both Shelton and the Yelm win, there is the potential for a tie for fourth place. And Timberline and Peninsula are playing today for the sixth and final playoff spot. Coming up on the Maple Glen Senior Living pregame show, we have lineups and first pitch, and of course senior recognition if they get right to it. It's South Sound Conference Baseball, the Capital Cougars at the Shelton Highclimbers next on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Maple Glen has a Sunday brunch open to the community with free admittance when you schedule a tour. What a great way to learn more about this beautiful senior living community. Maple Glen Senior Living, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman at 360-427-0300 to learn more and schedule a visit to Maple Glen.
If you are interested in how our local government works, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, gives you the opportunity to watch our elected officials in action. Every Tuesday, you can watch the Mason County Commission. These live broadcasts air at 9 a.m., except on the fourth Tuesday of a month when the County Commission meets at 6 p.m. You can also watch the County Commissioners online at your leisure or tune into a rebroadcast on Hood Canal Communications local channel. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only place to find this type of in-depth coverage.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
And we're back here at Highclimber Ball Field. About ready to get the senior recognition out there. Let's tell you who they are for the Highclimbers. Wade Smotherman and Dylan Coots. Coots will be in the designated hitter this afternoon, and Coots will be the designated hitter. Wade will be at third base. That's right, he's batting second. No, he's not at third base. Wade is out in left field. He's batting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And here we are with senior recognition. As they're getting the parents to come into the dugout. And we'll be back with that in just a moment.
other TV providers force you to sign a long-term contract. Then you're stuck with years of second-rate service. Hood Canal Communications delivers stunning HD, plus bundled savings on super-fast internet and home phone, with no long-term contracts. It's all backed by an exceptional team of local service professionals. No contracts, no nonsense, just great service. Don't get stuck with a contract. Visit hcc.net to learn more.
I'm Deputy Steiner with the Grace Harbor County Sheriff's Office. Washington's new distracted driving law is now in effect. This new law significantly changes how you can use your cell phone while driving. Here's what you need to know.
It is now illegal to hold your cell phone while driving, even when stopped in traffic or at a traffic light. This law includes all electronic devices, such as cell phones, tablets, laptops, and video games. No typing messages or accessing information. No watching videos or using the camera. You can use your device if you are hands-free and can start use by a single touch or finger swipe. If you are parked or out of the flow of traffic, or
And we're back here. It's time for senior recognition.
To obtain a degree in business management.
Dylan Coots being recognized.
Wade will be escorted by his mom, Sarah, and his dad, Steve. His brother and sister are coming, but they're a little late. He has been playing baseball for 13 years. His favorite baseball memory is when he pitched against Thunder in the playoffs as a sophomore. After high school, Wade would like to become a welder. I would like to add, I know both these guys for a long time, and they're great young men. Best wishes and bright futures for both of you, and a big thank you to the parents and family members for your dedication, long hours, and support of your student athlete. Thanks, you guys.
And we will be right back with more from Highclimber Field. We will get those lineups to you in just a moment.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Come see for yourself by scheduling a tour to view apartments, the beautiful surroundings, activities, and the signature dining room. Maple Glen Senior Living Community, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman, 360-427-0300 to learn more about this exciting living community.
Frustrated by rising cable prices? You're not the only one. As your local cable TV provider, we work hard to give you the channels you want to watch the local news, enjoy family night, and cheer on your favorite sports team. We also fight to keep your rates fair, but at the negotiating table, large corporate broadcasters demand higher fees for their programming. As TV viewership goes down, broadcast rates continue to go up. It's not fair. None of us should cover their losses. Visit KeepTheConnections.com for more information on how we're working for you.
Slow down.
Slow down and move over.
And move over.
When you see lights,
vests, or reflectors,
please give us some room. Slow down and move over.
When you need us,
we've got your back.
Do you have ours?
You got our back?
You got ours? You got our back? Please, slow down.
And move over.
So the national anthem here at Highclimber Field. Let's give you the lineups. Start out with the visiting Cougars, leading things off and playing in right field, Silas Jensen. At second base and batting second, Chase Cleveringa. I think I get that right. On the mound, batting third for the Cougars, Kyle Capierson. Kyle Johnson follows. He'll be playing third base, followed by Grady Lindkugel at center field. Zach Burke at first. Carson Kiro will be the designated hitter for the Cougars this afternoon. Evan Conley in left field. Gabe Taylor at shortstop. And it's the end of the order. And then Zach Robbins is the catcher for the Cougars. For the Highclimbers, Caleb Hitzman is at first base, batting first. Ty Smotherman, third base this afternoon, second in the lineup. Brendan Ingstrom, shortstop. Falcon Johnson on the mound this afternoon. Trey Denning in right field. Matt Osberg at catcher. Wade Smotherman in left field. Dylan Coots is designated hitter this afternoon. Max Johnson, center fielder, and Blaine Van Ogden at second base. So we're just a couple of warm-up pitches away from the first pitch. The South Sound Conference finale here. Both teams are headed to the playoffs. We'll give you more information on that as things develop. We'll be right back with the first pitch.
There's so many great things about life in Mason County, and Hood Canal Communications is proud to be one more. Headquartered in Union.
All right, we appear to be having some technical difficulties. We will be right back. Actually, no, we'll keep it right here as we are now ready to play some ball. And the first batter, of course, is Jensen. That strike to start things out. Now we'll see how long Falcon lasts this afternoon. He was a little bit ill before the game. Takes ball 2 to Jensen. But he also claimed that he has great games when he's sick. We'll find out. Next pitch. That's a swing and a miss. 1-2 now. The infield's gonna go out back a little bit. The leadoff batter for the Cougars in Jensen. There's a fly ball. It's gonna go to left field, and Wade Smotherman will grab that one, and there's one away for the Cougars here in the first inning. And that'll bring up Chase Cleveringa. First pitch to him. It's a strike on a check swing. One away here for Capital in the first inning. There's another pop fly. That one's heading foul out into the bullpen. So 0-2. One away, nobody on. Second batter here in the first inning for Capital. Looking to, well, let's see here. Take the South Sound Conference. They're sitting at the top right now. And that one's high, ball 1, 1-2 now. To Chase Cleveringa. Next pitch. That was a ground ball, hopper. Nice glove. And throw over to Hitzman is in time. A good glove by Ty Smotherman over at third base, and that's 2 away for the Cougars here in the first inning. And that'll bring up pitcher Kyle Capperson. Takes strike 1. That one is fouled off. 0-2 now. Quickly to Capperson. Next pitch. There's a ground ball foul. Still 0-2. 2 down. Max Falcon Johnson on the mound. 2 down. Next pitch. It's a pop-up. That one's high. Is it playable? Doesn't look like it. Oh, yes, it is. Nice grab out there by Ty Smotherman, and down go the Cougars in the first. 1, 2, 3 go the Cougars. We head to the bottom of the first. No score.
There's so many great things about life in Mason County, and Hood Canal Communications is proud to be one more. Headquartered in Union, we offer the speed and reliability your family needs, backed by hometown service and support. Whether you need to just check email or power all those Wi-Fi devices around your home, HCC has the right package for you. Stop by one of our friendly offices, call or visit hcc.net to learn more. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
Caleb Hitzman will lead things off here in the first inning for the Highclimbers, followed by Ty Smotherman and Brendan Engstrom. Little conference at the mound before we get things going here. As here comes Caleb Hitzman to lead things off for Shelton. So the first pitch, we're still waiting for it. Here he goes. Nice strike on the outside corner. Oops, that's not right. That's right, there we go. 0-1 is the count. Next pitch. Strike 2. It's 0-2 to Hitzman to lead off the bottom of the first inning. There's a swing, and, well, he lost it. High throw. And Hitzman's going to go for 2. And now he's going to go to 3. So Hitzman is in scoring position on an error. So you have Hitzman over at third, reached on an error. And then stretch that into 3. And that will bring up Ty Smotherman. So nobody out, 1 on for Shelton here. Bottom of the first inning. First pitch to Smotherman. High. Ball 1. Kind of bring in the go-ahead run there. Over at third base. And ball 2. Enthusiastic ball call there. So 2-0 to Ty Smotherman. Nobody out and 1 on. Second batter. As a strike. 2-1 now. Next pitch on the way. Good stop by catcher for Capital Zach Robbins. 3 balls, 1 strike to Ty Smotherman. Caleb Hitzman. Strike 2. Caleb Hitzman over at third base. Excuse me. Kind of playing a cat and mouse game there. As Capperson into the windup. There's a ground ball. It's going to be gloved. It's going to be a throw over to first. And they're not in time. Is he safe? But Hitzman did score. No, Wade is safe on first, and the Highclimbers strike first, leading 1-0 as Caleb Hitzman came in to score. And that brings up Brendan Ingstrom. And that's strike one. And the 0-1 pitch. Ground ball gets by the third baseman into right field. Making his way, actually, to second is Wade Smotherman, and Ingstrom is on first. And that will bring up Falcon Johnson. 2 on, nobody out, 1 in for the Highclimbers here early. Leading 1-0. That's a strike right down the middle of the plate. 0-1. 2 on, nobody out, 1 in for Shelton here in the bottom of the first inning. They lead 1-0. Caleb Hitzman scored that run on a fielder's choice RBI. There's a ground ball hopper. It's going to be gloved to get 1. Throw to third. And Wade Smotherman's back in time, and did they get 2? They did get 2. Ingstrom is out at second as well. So 2 down. But on the play there, Wade Smotherman makes his way over to third base, and that'll bring up Trey Denning. Swing and a miss on that one. There's a ground ball. It's going to get into, oh, there was a throw to first to end the inning. No, we beat him out. Sorry, excuse me. Denning beat him out. So we have 2 outs and another run is scored. I'm sorry, I'm way behind here. Highclimbers get another one. So 2 out and 2 in for the Highclimbers here, and that'll bring up a Matthew Osberg, the catcher. And it takes strike 1. It's fouled off. So 2 runs are in, 1 is on, and 2 are out for Shelton here in the first inning. There's a fly ball. It's going to go to right field, and that is where, let's see, Jensen will glove it, and that'll end the inning, but the damage has been done. The Highclimbers get 2 on 3 hits, leave 1. We head to the second. 2-0, Shelton.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Come see for yourself by scheduling a tour to view apartments, the beautiful surroundings, activities, and the signature dining room. Maple Glen Senior Living Community, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman, 360-427-0300 to learn more about this exciting living community.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
Top of the second inning. Cougars are going to send up Kyle Johnson, Grady Lundkugel, and Zach Burke. Now Lundkugel scored the winning run in the 8th inning on Friday. Highclimbers up 2-0 here on the South Sound Conference leading team, Capital Cougars. Max Johnson retired this side in the first inning, 1-2-3. Fly out, ground out, and a fly out and a foul. And here we go with the first pitch. The ground ball right to third base. Throw to first, a little low, but he gets it in. Nice glove work by Hitzman, and that's one down. That brings up Lundkugel with one down. Takes ball one. Next pitch from Johnson. That one's fouled off. 1-1. No, swing and a miss on that. Ooh. 2-1. One down, nobody on for the Cougars here in the second inning. High ball 2, 2-2. That's a little bit high, ball 3. The count is full to Grady Lundkugel. And there is a ball, the first walk given up in the ball game. So that puts Lundkugel over on first base. Brings up Zach Burke. Throw up to first, and Lundkugel's back safely. Strike called. First pitch to the plate, 0-1. One out, one on. Burke is the batter for the Cougars here in the top of the first inning. 2-0 Shelton. Highclimbers, Max Falcon Johnson. Low on that one. 1-1. Throw to the plate. Move ball 2 and fastball. 2-1 the count. One out, one on. Lundkugel over on first base for the Cougars. A foul out of play. 2-2 now the count. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes. Count is full to Burke. first baseman for Capital. The ground ball. Gonna get my, oh boy, late throw. That's 2 on and 1 out for the Cougars here. And that brings up Carson Kiro. Designated hitter this afternoon. With runners at first and second for Capital. First pitch. Strike 1. Next pitch. Strike 2. Hit that outside corner. 0-2 with 2 on and 1 out for the Highclimbers here, facing the Cougars. Kiro the batter. Carson Kiro the designated hitter for the Cougars. Here's the pitch. Popped out of play. Count remains 0-2. Next pitch on the way. Ball 1. 1-2 now the count. 1 out, 2 on. Runners at first and second for the Cougars. Carson Kiro, the batter for Capital, has a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and strikeout number 1 for Falcon Johnson, and that makes 2 away. That'll bring up Evan Conley, excuse me. Pitch to the plate. Ground ball foul. Off its foot. There's a swing and a miss. 0-2. 2 away, 2 on for the Cougars here in the second inning, trailing 2-0. Oh, 2 pitch. Johnson to kicks and throw it. Got a piece of that one. Did Conley. You've got Lynn Kugel over at second, Burke at first for Capital. Ooh, that's a ball a little bit high. That might have slipped out of Falcon's hand. 1-2 the count. Second inning action here, South Sound Conference Baseball. Next pitch, swing and a miss, and that'll end the inning with back-to-back strikeouts for Falcon Johnson. So the Cougars leave 2, had 1 hit, but they trail after 1.5, 2-0.
What do you think it would be like to teach? Chances are, you have no idea. Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, proving that greatness can be found in everyday places, and that you don't need to be famous to be unforgettable. That's what it's like to teach.
Emerging science indicates access to high-speed internet during the school years can lead to positive outcomes, including, but not limited to, streamlined acquisition of data, academic achievement, career advancement, satisfying relationships, cuter children, joy. Our scientific conclusion? Call now and get the HCC Internet and Voice Bundle for the everyday low price of $44.95. Call today and save.
Bottom of the second inning. Leading things off for the Highclimbers is Wade Smotherman. Takes ball one. Highclimbers up 2-0. And Wade got hit by a pitch just so slightly. And there's a base runner for the Highclimbers, and that will bring up Dylan Coots, designated hitter. One of the two seniors on this team. Swing and a miss for Coots. 0-1. Max Johnson will follow. That's strike two. 0-2 the count to Coots. Senior playing in his last home game. And he strikes out. One away for the Highclimbers. That'll bring up Max Johnson. And they got a double play on Max Johnson. So there go the Highclimbers in their half of the second, but they're still up 2-0.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Come see for yourself by scheduling a tour to view apartments, the beautiful surroundings, activities, and the signature dining room. Maple Glen Senior Living Community, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman, 360-427-0300 to learn more about this exciting living community.
I admit, I did try another TV provider. It sounded like a great deal, but I quickly realized it wasn't. When I read the fine print, I was locked into a long-term contract with a huge cancellation fee. So I came back to HCC. They're more reliable, the service is local, and I save, bundling internet and phone with them too. And I'm a lot happier now.
Great service from a local company. Stay with HCC.
Top of the third inning now. Capital due up here. Gabe Taylor, Silas Jensen, and Chase Cleveringa. So leading things off here is Taylor. Takes ball one. It's the 1-0 pitch now. Fly ball. That will be grabbed by Denning, and that'll put one away here in the third inning for the Cougars. And that'll bring up the top of the order of Silas Jensen. Jensen flied out in the first inning. And he'll hit a little roller, throw to first is not in time. And the one out single, a little dribbler. It's the second hit given up by Falcon Johnson. And that'll bring up Cleveringa. That one gets by, going for 2. Cleveringa. Throw to third is a little off. I'll get it over there. There we go. So we have a double now. And Jensen's over at third. That brings up Kyle Capperson, pitcher, with 1 out and 2 on. First base is open. Runners at second and third for Capital. Strike 1 to Capperson. Kyle Johnson will follow Capperson as he calls time. Yeah, ball 1, 1-1 the count. Ball 2 now. 2-1. Ground ball chopper that's going to go foul. So 2-2 now the count. 1 out and 2 on. Runners at second and third for the Cougars. Got Jensen over at third. Cleveringa at second. Count is 2-2. Takes ball 3. Ball gone away a little bit from Osberg. He's on it. It's a full count. To Capperson. Ground ball, hopper, high hopper. He's going to score 1. And a score 2. So the ball game is now tied. And then a throw over to second. As Capperson stretched that into a double. And the ball game is now tied at 2. And that brings up Kyle Johnson. Strike 1 called there. Still 1 out here, but 2 are in. And the runner's on second. That's Capperson. Strike 2 called there, a little curveball. 0-2 the count, 1 away, 1 on, 2 in for the Cougars here. 0-2 pitch. Ground ball. Whoops. Throw over to Kitzman. It's in time to get the runner there, but on the play. Let's see here. Capperson moves to third, so there's 2 down. And that will bring up Grady Lindkugel. Takes ball 1. This is the top of the 3rd inning. I have 2 balls, Those strikes. We're in the third inning here, and I have first on my graphic, and I'll change that here second. Pop up, playable, nope. That pitch was a strike. 2-2 now the count. Two runs are in. One runner is on third. And it's a 2-2 pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Count is full. High fly ball that Wade Smotherman will glove, and that'll end the inning. But the Cougars get 2, leave 1, had 3 hits. We're all tied up at 2 apiece.
This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Yeah, I have questions.
Prescription drugs aren't as bad as street drugs, right?
Weed's legal, isn't it?
Drinking is worse than smoking weed.
Isn't it? Why
is heroin so addictive?
Molly just makes you feel happy.
I have questions.
Mom?
Dad, did you ever try drugs?
They're going to ask. Be ready. Go to drugfree.org. A message from Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
That's my neighbor, Joe. Hey, Joe.
Hey, John.
Joe's about to make a big mistake. Hey, Joe, think it might be a good idea to call 811 to have the utilities marked before you start digging?
I'm not digging very deep. It's no big deal.
No big deal.
Dad, the TV's out. Internet, too.
Remember, safe digging always starts with a free call to 811. Oh, what a knucklehead.
So leading off the bottom of the third inning for the Highclimbers, Caleb Hitzman. Caleb reached on an error and then stretched that into 3, and then scored the Highclimbers' first run. Takes ball 1. Ty Smotherman and Brendan Ingstrom will follow. It's 2-0 now to Hitzman. 3-0. Next pitch. 4 straight pitches, 4 straight balls, and Hitzman is on first base. That'll bring up Ty Smotherman. Had an RBI single in the first inning. And scored a run. Takes ball 1. Caperson struggling a little bit. He's really quick on his pitching to the plate. Sticks 1-1 now. Nobody out, 1 on. Second batter here in the third inning. Bottom of the third inning for the Highclimbers. Throw over to first. And Hitzman is back safely. So 1-1 is the count to Ty Smotherman. Ball gets in the dirt. Hitzman will trot back to first. 2-1 now the count for Ty Smotherman. Working at third base this afternoon, doing a pretty good job. Usually see Falcon Johnson over at third. That one swung on and hit out of play. 2-2 the count. Two ball game, 2-2 the count. Nobody out and 1 on for the Highclimbers here in the bottom of the third inning. There's a hit foul. So it remains 2-2. That one's in play. It's going to kind of roll into the outfield. Hitzman slides into third. And Smotherman is safe at first. That's the fourth hit given up. And that'll bring up Brendan Ingstrom. With runners at the corners now. Ingstrom had a single in the first inning. Is that one out of play in the first base line below us. We're nicely protected up here in the clubhouse. Small windows up here. Limits our camera views, but protects us from any balls that are hit our way. Throw it or, nope, step off there by Camperson. Got everybody back to their bases. Got runners at first and third. Ty Smotherman at first, Caleb Hitzman at third. And the batter for Shelton is Brendan Ingstrom. Nobody out. Takes ball 1-1-1. Ooh, boy, that had some speed on it heading to the third base dugout. 1-2. Follow Ingstrom will be Falcon Johnson. It's Max Falcon Johnson, since we have two Max Johnsons on the team. Another step off. Everybody gets back to their bases. It's a ground ball. High hopper. Gets up past the second baseman. Everybody holds up there, but Hitzman will come in and score, giving the Highclimbers a 3-2 lead. Still nobody out. The run is in. And that brings up Falcon Johnson. He ground out into a double play in the first inning. Popped up, out of play. So nobody out here in the bottom of the third inning. 3-2. The Highclimbers have got 1 in, 2 on. So that 1-1 count now. Got Ty Smotherman at second, Brendan Ingstrom at first. Time is called for the pitch. So the count remains 1-1. Another step off by Capperson. Here's pitch to the plate. That's ball 2, 2-1. One in, 2 on. Nobody out here for the Highclimbers in the third inning. Pitch to the plate. There's a ground ball. It's going to go right to third baseman. Throw to second for 1. Throw to first for 2. But on the play, Ty Smotherman makes his way over to third base. And now there's 2 away. That'll bring up Trey Denning. As soon as it fouls one off. So 0-1. Next pitch. In the dirt. Ball 1. One and one the count. 1 on, 2 out for the Highclimbers here in the third. Takes ball 2. 2-1 now to Denny. There's a high fly ball. It's going to hit the fence. Smotherman comes in to score. Making his way to second and diving in safely is Trey Denning with a 2-out RBI double. And that puts Shelton up 4-2 with 2 outs in the bottom of the third inning, and that'll bring up Matt Osberg. Osberg flied out in the first. Oops, he takes a strike 1 there. 0-1 the count. 2 runs are in, 2 are out for the Highclimbers here in the bottom of the third. They're now up 4-2. Ground ball. Going to be thrown over to first in time, and that ends the inning. But Highclimbers get 2 more runs on 2 hits. Leave 1. Now lead 4-2.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Maple Glen has a Sunday brunch open to the community with free admittance when you schedule a tour. What a great way to learn more about this beautiful senior living community. Maple Glen Senior Living, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman at 360-427-0300 to learn more and schedule a visit to Maple Glen.
Vehicle collisions are the #1 killer of teens in the U.S., taking 8 young lives every day. And speeding is a factor in more than half of teen fatal car crashes, but we can prevent these tragedies. Talk with your teen about staying safe behind the wheel. Remind them to follow the speed limit and adjust their driving for road conditions. Keep the conversation going and be the driver you want your teen to be. It's not just good parenting, it's a matter of life or death.
Top of the 4th inning. 4-2 is our score. Shelton gets 2 runs, takes back the lead here in their half of the third. Due up for the Cougars here in this inning, Zach Burke, Carson Kiro, and Evan Conley. Burke had a single in the 2nd inning, and he'll lead things off. And the first pitch to Burke is low, ball 1. 1-0. Takes strike 1, 1-1 now. That's ball 1. Or ball 2, excuse me. 2-1. It's a ground ball foul off third base line. 2-2 now the count. Well, it's ball 3. The count is now full to leadoff batter for Capital here. in the 4th inning. It's a high fly ball. That's going to be caught out there by Denning, and that'll be one away for the Cougars here. In the 4th inning. That'll bring up Carson Kiro. He struck out in the 2nd inning. Takes ball 1. And next pitch for strike 1-1 now the count. That's strike 2 right down the middle of the plate. 1-2. 1 out here in the 4th inning for the Capital Cougars. Max Falcon Johnson on the mound, and he'll strike out Kiro for the 2nd time in the ball game. That's 2 down. I'll bring up Evan Connolly. Not really sure what happened there. And here we go. One ball, no strikes. Nope, 2 balls, that's what I thought. Okay. 2-0. That one's fouled out of play. 2-1 the count now. Again, popped out of play. 2-2. And a swing and a miss, and that'll end the inning. So the Cougars go 1-2-3 in the 4th. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Shelton up 4-2.
Frustrated by rising cable prices? You're not the only one. As your local cable TV provider, we work hard to give you the channels you want to watch the local news, enjoy family night, and cheer on your favorite sports team. We also fight to keep your rates fair, but at the negotiating table, large corporate broadcasters demand higher fees for their programming. As TV viewership goes down, broadcast rates continue to go up. It's not fair. None of us should cover their losses. Visit KeepTheConnections.com for more information on how we're working for you.
I'm a teacher. Let me tell you what I make. I make learning a privilege, not a chore, and frustration a tool, not an obstacle. I make working hard seem easy and giving up impossible. I make an old subject feel like a fresh thought and unconventional methods common. I'm a teacher. I make more.
Wade Smotherman will lead things off for the Highclimbers here in the bottom of the 4th inning. He was hit by a pitch in the 2nd inning, but he takes strike 1. And swing and foul that one out of play. So 0-2. Quickly behind is Smotherman. This will be Wade Smotherman, one of the 2 seniors. Coots will followed by Max Johnson. There's a hit. It's going to get into left field. And Wade is on to lead things off for the Highclimbers here in the 4th inning. By my count, six hits for the Highclimbers. Dylan Coots, designated hitter, senior, swings and misses at the first pitch. He struck out on 3 pitches in the 2nd inning, his first at bat. Shows bunt, and that one goes foul. And some contact, but it hooked foul. So 0-2 to Coots. And nobody out here. Second batter in the bottom of the 4th inning for the Highclimbers. They lead 4-2. Ball. It's 1-2 now, the count. Wade Smotherman over at first base for Shelton. First pitch. That one's fouled off. 1-2 to Coots. And that's ball 2, 2-2 the count. Again. That was fouled off. Wade Smotherman is waiting at first for something to happen. 2-2 still the count. 1 on, nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Capperson to the plate. Swing and down goes Coots. The first out of the inning. That'll bring up Max Johnson. Max grounded into a double play to end the 2nd inning. Takes ball 1. Swing and a miss at the 2nd pitch. 1-1. I got a piece of that one, but 1-2 now the count. There's a long drive. It's going to drop into center field. Wade's going to motor around to score another run for the Highclimbers. And you've got Max Johnson out there at second base. It's now 5-2. And the batter now is Caleb Hitzman, top of the order, takes strike 1. One out, 1 on, and that's a strike 2. 1 in for the Highclimbers. And now lead by 3. Hitzman has been on base twice. He reached on an error in the first and stretched that into stretched it into 3 bases. Then he walked in the third. It's a 1-2 count now. That one's in the dirt. 2-2. Max Johnson over there at second base. He just hit a 1-run double to put the Highclimbers up 3 runs with 1 out. Next pitch. Ball 3, 3-2 to Caleb Hitzman. Pitch the plate, swing, and again he fouled that one off. And on the play, Max Johnson makes his way to third, as again, Hitzman reaches. And that will bring up Ty Smotherman. 1 out, 2 on, 1 in for the Highclimbers here in the 4th inning. Smotherman is 2 for 2. It's an RBI. Got a run. Sliding over, a throw to third there, and Johnson is back safely. But on the play, Hitzman goes second. It's a pop-up. Is that playable? Nope. Count is now 1-1. 1 out, 2 on. Caleb Hitzman is at second base. Sorry, Max Johnson's been on second. Caleb Hitzman's on third. Max is over at second, I'm sorry. Thought he made his way to second. Another ball. 2-1 is the count. 1 out, 2 on, 1 in for the Highclimbers here. The 4th inning pitch to the plate. It's ball 3, 3-1. Excuse me, 3-1 to Ty Smotherman. And there's a swing and a miss by Ty. It's 3-2. Pop up, out of play. Still 3-2. Max Johnson at third. Caleb Hitzman at, Max Johnson's at third. Caleb Hitzman's at second. I'm getting lost in the play here. Count is full with 1 out and 1 in here for the Highclimbers. Now the sacks are loaded. And that brings up Brendan Engstrom. Engstrom 2 for 2 had an RBI in the third. So the runner, the bases are loaded for the Highclimbers. 1 out. One in. Well, it's fouled off. Timeout is called. One and one now the count on that ball. Again, the bases are loaded for the Highclimbers here in the 4th inning. 1 out. 1 run has been scored here. Highclimbers up 5-2. 1-1 count to Brendan Ingstrom. You've got Max Johnson, Caleb Hitzman, and Ty Smotherman on base. It's up high pop fly. Oh, runners are going. Got a fly out there. So there's 2 down for the Highclimbers here in the inning. And the bases remain loaded. And that'll bring up Falcon Johnson. And he grounded a double play. And the ball gets away. Another ball gets away. And 2 runs have come in, haven't they? They haven't posted the runs, but I do believe that there are 2 more in here. So there are 2 outs and 3 runs are in. Actually, 4 runs are in. Excuse me. No, it's only 3 runs. No, 3 runs are in. And Trey Denning will ground into a inning ground ball, but the Highclimbers get 4 runs on, I think, 3 hits. They leave 1, but they're now up 8-2. We'll be right back.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
I lost my mother to a drunk driver. She taught me to be kind and good and strong. Be a positive force in a sometimes cruel world. I want to do everything I can to keep Washington a beautiful place. For my children, for your children. Become a Washington State Trooper.
So our leadoff batter here for the Cougars was Silas Jensen. He ground out, and there's 1 away here in the 5th inning. Got to change everything here. That's actually a fly out again, so 2 away in the 5th for the Cougars. And that will bring up Kyle Caperson. No, I'm sorry. That was a strike. So 1-1. Let's see. Actually, it was Gabe Taylor led things off, then fouled by Jensen, and now here's Clevenger. Clever Ringa. Fly ball. It's going to be flying out, and that'll end the inning. Quick inning for the Cougars here. 1-2-3. Way to the bottom of the fifth. Shelton up 8-2.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Maple Glen has a Sunday brunch, open to the community with free admittance when you schedule a tour. What a great way to learn more about this beautiful senior living community. Maple Glen Senior Living, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman at 360-427-0300 to learn more and schedule a visit to Maple Glen.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
Matt Osberg will lead things off for the Highclimbers in the bottom of the fifth inning. They're up 8-2 here. Osberg ground out in the fourth, and he's hit by a pitch in the second. But he hit that one out of play. 0-1 is the count. Another foul off. 0-2. Wade Smotherman and Dylan Coots will follow Osberg here in the fifth inning. That's a ball, hit the dirt. 1-2 now the count. Yeah, 2-2 now. And the count is now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And there is a leadoff walk for the Highclimbers. That brings up Wade Smotherman. And an RB, let's see, he scored a run, base hit, and hit by a pitch. Base hit in the run scored in the fourth, hit by a pitch in the second. So nobody out and 1 on for the Highclimbers here in the fifth inning. 8-2, Shelton up. It's the bottom of the fifth. Strike 1 to Wade. So pop up, that play. Do have a courtesy runner out there for Osberg. I think that's Reese Myers. So 0-2 is the count. It's ball 1-1 and 2 to Wade Smotherman. Drive. He's going to hit the fence. Smotherman's making his way. Hope they're going to hold up Myers. He dives back safely for the bag, and there is runners at second and third. That'll bring up Dylan Coots. Now he struck out in the fourth and in the second. There are no outs here in the bottom of the fifth inning for Shelton, with runners at second and third. Takes a strike right at the shoulders. 0-1. Still in Coots, the batter. Next pitch. Swung at that one. Might have got a little piece of it. 0-2. That one's fouled out. 0-2 to Coots. Nobody out. Runners at second and third. Reese over there at third. Wade Smotherman at second. And, ooh, swung at that one. Down he goes. So 3 strikeouts for Coots, unfortunately. That'll bring up Max Johnson with 1 away. And we're going to have a pitching change as well. I'll tell you who's on the mound in just a second. We'll be right back as he takes his warm-ups.
It may not seem fast or close to you, but 100 times a day we leave our office and put ourselves only a door away. An average of 2 patrol cars are struck and 1 trooper injured every month. It's Washington law that you slow down or move over when you see emergency lights ahead. We ask that while we're out here getting you and your family home safe every night, you help us get home safe to our families. Slow down and move over.
New pitcher for Capital. That is Tavin Dawson, Sr. So we have 1 out. And grab the right thing here. 1 out, 2 on for the Highclimbers here in the bottom of the 5th inning. They're up 8-2. And the batter is Max Johnson. He had a double, an RBI double in the 4th, and he grounded into a double play in the 2nd. He's got runners at second and third. First pitch, it's a strike 1. He's got Myers over at third. Wade Smotherman at second for the Highclimbers. There's a drive that's deep. It's going to be caught, but tagging and scoring is Reese. Nope, nobody didn't. I thought he did. Sorry, that's 2 outs. Oops. So 2 away. The runner's actually held. And that brings up top of the order, Caleb Hitzman. Now, Caleb has been on 3 times. He walked once and he reached on errors. Takes ball 1. He's also scored 3 times. Yeah, it takes a strike that time. 1-1 is the count. 2 out, 2 on. Wade Smotherman over at second. Reese Myers over at third. Outside of that pitch, 2-1. Ew, another ball, 3-1. So 3-1 is the count to Hitzman. And he'll take a base. The bases are full. And that will bring up Ty Smotherman. He walked in the fourth, had a single in the third, and an RBI single in the first. Swell scored the Highclimbers' second run. First one popped up. Runners go. That one is going to get it flying out. So the Highclimbers leave the bases loaded. Got a hit. We head to the sixth. Shelton's up on Capital, 8-2.
Frustrated by rising cable prices? You're not the only one. As your local cable TV provider, we work hard to give you the channels you want to watch the local news, enjoy family night, and cheer on your favorite sports team. We also fight to keep your rates fair, but at the negotiating table, large corporate broadcasters demand higher fees for their programming. As TV viewership goes down, broadcast rates continue to go up. It's not fair. None of us should cover their losses. Visit keeptheconnections.com for more information on how we're working for you.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Come see for yourself by scheduling a tour to view apartments, the beautiful surroundings, activities, and the signature dining room. Maple Glen Senior Living Community, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman, 360-427-0300 to learn more about this exciting living community.
Kyle Capperson leads things off for the Cougars here and takes strike one. As we start the sixth inning, Max Falcon Johnson still on the mound for the Highclimbers. Capperson had a 2 RBI single in the third inning. He takes strike two. He flying out in the first. The ground ball. It's going to be gloved. Nice play by Ingstrom to stop it, but he can't get his feet set. And there's a leadoff single by Capperson. And that is the fifth hit given up by Falcon Johnson. And that will bring up Kyle Johnson. And he's ground out in his two previous at-bats. Takes ball one. Takes ball two. It's a hit foul. 2-1 is the count. Ooh, ball three there. 3-1 is the count now. One on, nobody out here. Top of the sixth inning for Capital Cougars. They're trailing the Shelton Highclimbers 8-2. Highclimbers home field here. A swing and a miss at a fastball. Count is full at 3-2. Lindkugel will follow Johnson here. And Johnson is on base. So there's two base runners for the Cougars. And that will bring up Grady Lindkugel. He flied out in the third, and he walked in the second. Nobody out, and 2 on for Capital. First pitch is high, ball 1. So I mentioned at the top of the program that before the game, Falcon Johnson was a little bit under the weather. He's been soldiering through. That one's fouled out of play. 1-1 the count. Ball 2, 2-1. That one's flied into left field, and that'll be gloved there by Wade Smotherman. And that'll be 1 away. So runners will hold at first and second, and that brings up Zach Burke. And he flew out in the fourth, had a base hit in the second. Swing and a miss there. 0-1. 1 away, 2 on for the Cougars here. Runners at first and second. There's a line drive. It's going to drop in for a base hit. 1 run will run around and score. There's a 1-out RBI single for Zach Burke. And that makes it 8-3. And Coach Winans out there to just make sure that Falcon is okay. So runners remain at first and second. And the batter is Carson Kiro, designated hitter. He struck out in his first 2 at-bats. Excuse me. Runners take the lead, pitch to the plate. Ball 1, just a bit high. Next pitch. Ooh, still high. 2-1. There's a strike. 2-1. 1 out, 2 on. Runner and 1 in for the Cougars here in the 6th inning. Strike 2 called there. 2-2. Next pitch. Oop, hit him. So that the bases are now loaded for the Cougars. And that'll bring up Evan Conley. Now he struck out in his first 2 at-bats. First pitch to Conley with the bases loaded. Swing and a miss. pitch was popped up. That was playable on the infield. And Hitzman will take it, record the out. So 2 down now with 3 on. And the batter is Gabe Taylor. Ground out in the 5th and flight out in the 3rd. Takes ball 1. Strike 1. 1-1 is the count. 2 down, 3 on. Bases are loaded for the Cougars. Trailing 8-3 here. Top of the 6th inning. And ball 2, 2-1 the count. Connolly. I'm sorry, Taylor. Conley is out. Kiro on first. Burke on second. And Kyle Johnson over on third. Let's foul that one off. 2-2 now. Next pitch. It's a ground ball. It's going to go to second base. And walking it over is Engstrom, and that'll end the inning. So the Cougars leave the bases loaded on a couple of hits, but got a run. And it's still Shelton up 8-3. We'll be right back.
There's so many great things about life in Mason County, and Hood Canal Communications is proud to be one more. Headquartered in Union, we offer the speed and reliability your family needs, backed by hometown service and support. Whether you need to just check email or power all those Wi-Fi devices around your home, HCC has the right package for you. Stop by one of our friendly offices, call or visit hcc.net to learn more. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
Well, we're back here. Bottom of the 8th inning. I'm sorry, the 6th inning. Jeez. Ooh. Look at your score sheet. And it's 8-3. Shelton on top. And the Highclimbers are coming up to bat. And it should be, is it tie? Let's see, I have Ty Smotherman, Brendan Engstrom, and Falcon Johnson, I believe, due up. It might be Engstrom. It'll be Engstrom to lead things off here in the 6th inning. Engstrom flied out in the 4th. Had an RBI single in the 3rd and had a base hit in the 1st, and he hits one and flies one out. First pitch, 1 away. That'll bring up Falcon Johnson. Falcon had a base hit in the 4th, ground out on a double, into a double play on the 3rd, and did the same. And the 1st takes strike 1. So Trey Denning will follow Falcon. Next ball 1-1-1. Strike 2. A curveball. 1-2 the count, 1 out. Bottom of the 6th inning here for Shelton. They're up 8-3. That's a ball, 2. 2-2. Ooh, a swing and a miss. And Falcon strikes out. So 2 down now for the Highclimbers here in the 6th inning. So brings up Trey Denning. Ground out in the 4th. Had a double, RBI double in the 3rd, and a single in the 1st. Takes strike 1. Takes ball 1. 1-1 the count. Ball 2. 2-1 the count. Ground ball. Picked up by, that was, can't even read my own writing, but second baseman throws over to first, and that'll end the inning. So we head to the top of the 7th, last chance for the Cougars, down 5 runs. Be right back.
If you are interested in how our local government works, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, gives you the opportunity to watch our elected officials in action. Every Tuesday, you can watch the Mason County Commission. These live broadcasts air at 9 a.m., except on the 4th Tuesday of a month when the County Commission meets at 6 p.m. You can also watch the County Commissioners online at your leisure or tune into a rebroadcast on Hood Canal Communications local channel. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only place to find this type of in-depth coverage.
I mean, I was just a kid. And you never knew what mood he was going to be in when he came home. It was brutal. My dad, he would come home, and there's one time where...
Good job, bring it back. Chad wasn't a football player per se. He was just a kid that needed to be a part of something. I don't think he had anyone as a role model or someone showing him what to do. It's okay, you're doing good. You're okay.
Coach Marr was the only person I really trusted in this town. He was always there.
And I'm so proud of you. You've done well. Done well.
Brendan Engstrom takes over on the mound for the Highclimbers here in the 7th inning. Try to close this thing out. Falcon Johnson will move over to 3rd base. And Engstrom will face, leading things off here, Jensen. Silas Jensen, flat out in the 5th, had a base hit in the 3rd, flat out in the 1st. Takes strike 1. Lead things off here in the 7th inning. Last 3 outs for the Cougars are down to their last 3 outs. Next pitch. It's ball 1-1. Next pitch. Strike 2. 1-2. Swing and a miss, 1 away for the Cougars here in the 7th. That brings up Chase Cleberinga. Takes strike 1. Let's see. Chase flew out in the 5th, had a double in the 3rd, and ground out in the 1st. Takes ball 2, or ball 1 on the 2nd pitch. That's what I'm thinking. So 8-3 is our score. Top of the 7th inning, Shelton up. Capital trying to extend it. That one's fouled off by Klipringa. 1-2 the count, 1 away. Swung and hit that one. Just got enough of it to foul it off. 1-2 is the count. Second batter for the Cougars here, 1 away in the 7th. There's a line drive. It's going to be gloved out there by Wade Smotherman coming in on the run, and there's 2 away. So 2 down in the 7th for the Cougars. That'll bring up Kyle Capperson, believe. With 2 down here, Cougars down to their last out. First pitch. Check swing, strike 1. Actually, it is number 6. That's Chase Learcamp. Swing and a miss on that one. Strike 2, 0-2. 2 out here in the 7th inning. Engstrom seconds. Down he goes. Strike 3 called, swinging, and that'll end the ball game. So Engstrom comes in and strikes out the side, and the Highclimbers come away with an 8-3 South Sound Conference win. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back and wrap this thing up.
It may not seem fast or close to you, but 100 times a day we leave our office and put ourselves only a door away. An average of 2 patrol cars are struck and 1 trooper injured every month. It's Washington law that you slow down or move over when you see emergency lights ahead. We ask that while we're out here getting you and your family home safe every night, you help us get home safe to our families. Slow down and move over.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Maple Glen has a Sunday brunch, open to the community with free admittance when you schedule a tour. What a great way to learn more about this beautiful senior living community. Maple Glen Senior Living, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman at 360-427-0300 to learn more and schedule a visit to Maple Glen.
Now we're back here at Highclimber Field as the Shelton Highclimbers in the South Sound Conference regular season with an 8-3 win over the Capital Cougars. I'm just trying to total up some stuff here. So hold on a second here. Give me another couple of minutes and we'll be back with some happy totals. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
If you are interested in how our local government works, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, gives you the opportunity to watch our elected officials in action. Every Tuesday, you can watch the Mason County Commission. These live broadcasts air at 9 a.m., except on the fourth Tuesday of a month when the County Commission meets at 6 p.m. You can also watch the County Commissioners online at your leisure or tune into a rebroadcast on Hood Canal Communications local channel. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only place to find this type of in-depth coverage.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
It's a final here at Highclimber Field. Shelton Highclimbers in the season with an 8-3 win over the Capital Cougars. Both teams are playoff bound. Let's give you some of the happy totals here. Let's see here. Ty Smotherman, 3 for 4 with an RBI. Let's see here. Brendan Ingstrom, 2 for 4 with an RBI. Wade Smotherman, he had 3 at-bats. He had 2 hits. Had 2 RBIs. He had a 2 RBI single in the 4th inning. He scored a couple of runs as well. Max Johnson had an RBI double in the 4th. And another thing to throw out there, Caleb Hitzman was 4 at-bats, and he reached all 4 times. He was walked twice, excuse me. He reached on errors on that, dropped the 3rd strike in the 4th and the 1st inning, and he scored 3 runs. So a pretty good way to end the regular season. They do head to district beginning on Saturday. Going as the number 4 seed, I believe, and I think their game is at 1 p.m. at Heritage Field in Puyallup. So let's see here. Next up, as I mentioned, for both Capital and Shelton, they're heading to the West Central District 3, Southwest District 4 tournament on Saturday. And our next broadcast is actually Friday when the Shelton softball team hosts Timberline and South Sound Conference action. First pitch next door at Shelton Fast Pitch Field is 4 p.m. And that does it for us here at Highclimber Field. Final again, 8-3, Shelton over Capital. And we'll talk to you on Friday. Thanks for tuning in.